said, sitting up first. "The coast is clear." As Byron sat up, Lonnie unfolded the hash brown wrapper and ate the rest of the patty. "You eat like a dog," Byron said. "That's why your gut hurts all the time." "That nurse said my flora was off." "I'm not getting into a thing about your flora. Can you just stick to the plan so we can make a little money?" "There's more of them than there is of us," Lonnie said. "Like 10 times more." "Of who?" "Bacteria." Lonnie crumpled the paper and belched. "I should have had a yogurt." They got out of their truck, looking nervous. Byron's head cleared the hood of their truck by a few inches. His body was thick and squared off like a roast. Lonnie was almost a foot taller, thin and stoop-shouldered. His strides were twice as long as his brother's, and he crossed the street before Byron was halfway. When they got up to the house, they tried to look like they were supposed to be there. "Where's the guy?" Lonnie asked. "Supposed to be out of town," Byron said. They gathered at the door. "Tell me the plan one more time," Byron ordered. "Go in, find where he keeps the maps. Grab anything that says Swallow Valley or has that Indian word on it." "Almost," Byron said. "If we take only one kind of thing, then they'll know what we were after. We need to grab any cash, watches, whatever, break some stuff. It needs to look like we had no idea what we were doing. But we don't. Then we're headed in the right direction." Byron went in first, and Lonnie followed, the door opening into a hallway that ran straight back into the house, past a set of stairs on the immediate right, which went up a half-flight and turned just above an old color photograph showing a young couple sitting together in the red rock, the man holding up a whole and complete yucca sandal, the woman wearing sunglasses with a scarf tied around her neck, leaning back on her hands, taking it all in. "Where's the stuff?" Lonnie whispered. "Shut up," Byron said, creeping forward. He looked into each room as he went past. When they both got to the end of the hall, they saw a kitchen in one direction and more hall in the other. Byron turned and put a finger to his lips. "But there's nobody here," Lonnie said. "What's that?" somebody said from an open door at the end of the hall. Byron and Lonnie froze, then tiptoed toward the sound. "Did you forget where you were going again, my love?" the voice continued. Lonnie leaned and looked around the doorframe. He saw a man reading with a large magnifying glass. He was surrounded by pottery, baskets, books, stones, tools, coils of rope, apothecary jars, bundles of paper tied up with brown string, accordion files, and dusty terrariums filled with dirt, gravel, and a multitude of cacti. Many places on the shelves sat empty, though they were catalogued with tiny numbers on small slips of paper. It took a few seconds before the man thought to pause his reading. "You were on your way to church, dear. If you need me, I can take—" The man glanced up and saw Lonnie staring. "Who in the Sam Hill are you?" "We're nobody," Lonnie said, stepping into the open doorframe so he wasn't leaning over. Byron squeezed past and into the room. "Leave the questions to us, old man." Lonnie followed his brother into the room and became instantly distracted by the books. "I'll bet a reader like you knows where that joke came from," he said. "What joke?" the old man asked. "The nobody joke." "It's from the Odyssey, you moron," the old man said. "That's enough about minivans," Byron said. "We're here on business, and you were supposed to be at some Indian pot nerds meeting." "How would you know that?" The old man's face went red, then changed. "Frangos," he said, huffing. "Frangos sent you. She needs to— You know what? I think you'd better leave." He stood weakly, his robe open, exposing the scooped neck of his t-shirt and his white chest hair. "We never heard of anybody called Frangles," Byron said. "So maybe sit back down and listen." Byron pulled a snub-nosed .38 from the back of his pants. "Why'd you bring that?" Lonnie asked. "You take anything," the old man threatened, "and you won't be able to sell it. Dealers know what's mine. Frangos knows that, and she should have told you it's all going back where it belongs." "Should it?" Byron said, brandishing the gun. "How is this gonna work since he wasn't, supposed to be here?" Lonnie asked, holding his hands against the sides of his head. Byron split his attention between the old man and his brother. You said it needs to look like...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.